Mr. Reimer?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
actually, I think
Okay.
it's possible, no?
Yeah. Okay. So, so today we will continue Anusia. Yeah. So I think here in Abhidhammattha Sangaha, this this kind of topic, like Anusaya, Sanyojana. So everything is just a introduction, yeah, like I said before. So that's why some people might think it is boring, yeah. I hope you are not. It's not very deep, yeah, not very deep. Only introduction of the name, Pali terms, so how many kinds of anusia and something like that. So like I said before, if you learn more detail about the anusia in the Yamaga, yeah, and anusia Yamaga, so then you will find it very interesting, yeah, very deep, very detailed. For example, there are seven anusia, and so the first one is Kama Raga Nusaya. Yeah, Kama Raga Nusaya. So in the Anusaya Yamaga, so for example, in which rim Anusaya Yamaga can be found, and in which individual, yeah, so Kamaraga Nusaya can be found, and also in which consciousness, yeah, so something like the very detailed, yeah, very detailed. So it is very interesting. But here, only just a definition of the Pali term and brief explanation, yeah, explanation of the Anusaya, yeah. So anyway, today we'll finish the Anusaya. So last week we have learned the definition of the Pali term Anusaya, and we stop here, I think. There are three kinds. To understand the anusaya, we need to know the three kinds of kilesa. Yeah, three kinds of kilesa. The first one is the anusaya kilesa, defilement of latent tendency, and pariyotthana kilesa, manifestation of defilements, and vitekama kilesa, transgression of defilements or evil action. So, for the anusaya kilesa, defilement of latent tendency, we cannot see that. Yeah, it is like a seed or like a root. Yeah, so pariyotthana kilesa. So, for example, you can imagine like that. Uh, you are looking at the flowers, for example. Yeah, so you are looking at the flowers. You attach to the flowers. So the reason, what we can see behind is the loba. Greed is greed exists as a latent tendency. So that's why you attach to the flower. But at the stage of the pariyotthana kilesa, and so you only uh, uh, thinking about how can I get the flowers. Yeah, you are thinking about too much. Yeah, to get the flowers. So this is that stage is a priyotthana kilesa. So at that moment, yeah, or at the stage of the priyotthana kilesa, then you can see the um, arising, present, and dissolution. Yeah, obada, banga, titi. So there's thought process arise. At that stage of the anusia kilian, there is no thought process. So then there is no arising, uh, present, and dissolution. But at the stage of the priyotthana kilesa, the thought process start arising. But not yet comes to an action. Yeah. And so Videkama Kilesa is not like that. Oh, I want that. So do you try to get that flowers? So by stealing or by seeing, by telling lies to get the flowers, or something like that. So these are evil actions arise. So that is the Vidikama kilesa. Yeah. So, okay. Here too, this kind of explanation not in the Abhidhammattha Sangaha, but I put it here. If you want to apply the anusaya, so then you can this knowledge is very helpful. Yeah. So Vidikama kilesa can be blocked by sila, precept virtue. Yeah. And for example, you want the flowers, you touch that to that flower. You cannot live without the flowers, but actually it is not. You cannot live without somebody or something like that. Yeah, you really want attached to a car, but you don't have money. So then, but you start trying to steal the car or find for something like that. So then you remember, oh, I keep the precept. I should not steal others' property. So then that that means the sila block the Vidikama kilesa. And how about the Priyotana kilesa? Priyotana kilesa can be restrained by samadhi concentration. So if you have the concentration, so right concentration, it must be, yeah, and right concentration acquired by the practicing the samatha, any kind of the technique, yeah, out of the 40 kamatana, and so then if your mind is concentrated, if you have the concentration samadhi, so you can block such a kind of negative thoughts or the thoughts, evil thoughts. So that's why Priyotana Kilesa can be restrained by Samadhi. And but while the Anusaya Kilesa can be eliminated only by Magga path. So that is the three kinds of defilements. So if you compare these three kinds of kilesa, you understand the anusaya. So anusaya can be easily understood that only latent tendency. So only when you meet the necessary condition, and that anusaya will comes into the priyodhana. And finally, if you are not able to block on that stage, so finally you may transgress the evil deeds. Yeah, you may commit the evil deeds. Okay, so I think that's enough, and this is not very difficult to understand. Okay. Another question. Yeah, another question is that there are 10 kinds of kilesa, but why? Yeah, why only these seven are called the anusaya? Here in the anusaya, kamaraga anusaya, pawaraga anusaya, patiga, dosa, mana, deity, vichikecha, and avijja. So another kinds of the uh, uh, unwholesome factors like ahirika, yeah, shamelessness, anuddhava, fearlessness, and tina, yeah, meda, sloth and torpor, and uddhacca. So why these kinds of unwholesome factors uh, uh, don't get the anusaya, the term anusaya? So it is explained in the commentary. Yeah. Um, so among the 10 defilements, yeah, six, namely greed, hatred, delusion, conceit, wrong view, doubt, are more powerful and potent compared to others like restlessness, shamelessness, fearlessness. So the reason is not so powerful, yeah, compared to the current seven kinds of anusaya. So that is the reason, yeah. So they cannot assume a leadership role in all wholesome action. So that is the it is a as it is explained in a commentary. Yeah. Okay. So I think that's enough. This I'm trying the AI. I put the Anusaya text and but don't read it. There is a wrong spelling. Yeah, so I had that just to put it here. Anusaya Latin tendency is like a root and Priyotana Kilesa. Yeah, it's not very clear to represent the Priyotana Kilesa. It might be it's the energy or arousing, yeah, arousing something to do, yeah. And evil Videkama Kilesa is like flowers, fruit, yeah. So this is like a evil action. So, but anyway, and AI nowadays is very amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Can I ask one thing? Is
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Pariyutayana Kilesa, is
Pariyutthana.
Pariyutthana
Yeah.
Kilesa, is that like that the intention arises, something like that? That the intention arises? So do
Of
you
course,
understand?
intention too. Yeah, intention too. Arise.
Yes. Yeah. Is it in that stage that the intention arises?
But if we talk about you mean the intention yoniso manasikara. You mean that? No, not yonido, manasikara, mind your adverting consciousness. So you
Mm-hmm.
you have to look at the fourth chapter. For example, my example is you see a flowers. Yeah, you see a flowers. Is Adita Bowenga. Yeah, Adita Bowenga, Bowenga Jalana, Bowenguba Cheda, Panchadora Wajana. So here there is attention. We call that according to the Abhidhamma. Yeah.
Mm.
So mind, five sense to adverting consciousness. Yeah. And Chaku Vijnana, Sampadechana, Santirana, Uthana, yeah, Uttabana, and Javana. So Javana actually it is an evil action. Yeah.
The Java has the action and the sense door
Yeah.
adverting. That is the Pariyutthana Kilesa,
Yeah. This thought process we can say briefly.
the whole
Yeah.
process.
The whole process, but
Yeah.
if we say exactly, these kinds are not a what to say action really, not action. They are is a bhavanga, still bhavanga, yeah, still bhavanga. So this one also not very strong to give rise the result. So only the jhana we can say so, but generally saying, the whole thought process is Priyotana. But actually, Priyotana manifests in the jhana.
Yeah.
So you want that thinking about that something like that. I want, I want, I want. Yeah. Okay. So the action is the evil action, you start trying to, yeah, making effort, yeah, to steal the flowers. So that is a rise evil action. We take a makilisa. Okay, so here too, but I just want to put it here to show you. You also can prepare with the AI. If you write the right and detailed prompt, yeah, detail what you want, yeah. The more you can say clearly, the more AI can create. So here, Sila precept. Um, Precept here is a knife. Knife can cut. So sila can block the evil action. So evil action is like fruits and flowers, yeah, with a knife. And where is a concentration, samadhi, yeah. Samadhi can block or can restrain the the Priyotthana kilesa. And here, Magga, path. I don't know why this egg, yeah. So it might be it might be better if put the bomb, yeah. So destroying the root, all the roots, yeah. So destroying all the latent tendency, yeah. But here is an egg. I don't know. Okay, anyway, just to show you, if you have an idea, you can ask. Yeah. Okay, so next is the Sanyojana. Yeah, Sanyojana. So this one too, I don't know how to say that. Like Anusaya, if we don't learn the very detailed, not very interesting, yeah, just an introduction, yeah. Assume that we are just learning the introduction of the Sanyojana, yeah. So we need to learn more, yeah. If you want to learn detail, you have to learn later, yeah. So here, for the moment, in the Abhidhammattha Sangaha class, so only the introduction you might know. Okay, so Samyojana. So Samyojana also, there are 10 kinds of Samyojana. So it is translated as fetters, yeah? Fetters, yeah? F-E-T-T, fetters, yeah? So they are like, we say that like a rope, yeah? Like a rope. Before I say here too, I try. I believe. So this one too, yeah. This one too, I made it in the Gemini, yeah. Gemini. So this rope, yeah. Okay, we'll go later to this picture. Okay, so there are two ways or two methods of the Sanyojana. The first one is Abhidhammattha, and second is a Sutanda Naya, a little bit different. Yeah. So anyway, Sutanda Naya, you can understand like the Buddha explained the Sanyojana in the Sutanda. Yeah, Sutanda. This is called the Sutanda Naya. It is only the Abhidhamma can be found in the Abhidhamma. Is the Abhidhamma Naya. So 10 kinds of Sanyojana fetters. Kama Raga Sanyojana, the fetter of sensual lust. Bhavaraga Sanyojana, the fetter of attachment to existence. Padiga Sanyojana, aversion, mana, conceit, deity around you. And Silabhata Brahmasa, also the kind deity, yeah, adherence to rites and ceremonies. And Vichikecha, doubt, Asa, envy or jealousy, and Macharya, avarice, Avijja, ignorance. So this is Abhidhamma Naya. And in Suttanda Naya, Kamaraga Sanyojana, the same. And here, Bhavaraga Sanyojana, in the Bhavaraga Sanyojana becomes the two kinds of Sanyojana in Suttandanaya, Ruparaga and Aruparaga. Yeah, so okay, so Padiga the same, Mana same, deity, Silabhata Brahmasa, and Vichikecha. So here only can be found in the Subdandanaya, Odeja Sanyojana. So instead, in the Abhidhamma, you can find here Asa and Macharya. And Avijja is the same. Yeah. Okay. So what is the meaning of the Sanyojana? So Sanyojana is a one translation of the meaning of the Sanyojana is called the fetters, yeah, fetters or change, yeah, fetters or change. So it binds the living beings so that they cannot escape from the cycle of existence. So therefore, it is called the fetters. So just as a rope ties and binds, these fetters are forces that prevent living beings from escaping samsara, and so they are called Sanyojana. Okay, so this is I have already talked about that. Here is a difference between these two methods. Yeah. So Bhavaraga Sanyojana in Abhidhammattha is divided into two kinds of Sanyojana in Saudandhanaya, Ruparaga and Aruparaga. And another different part between two methods is Sa Sanyojana and Macharya Sanyojana in Abhidhammattha and Audaja Sanyojana in Saudandhanaya. So the rest are the same. Yeah. And also I made this one. This is new. Yeah, it's a more easy to look at the difference between these two naya. Yeah. So here Bhavaraga Nusya is divided into two. And instead of this is not divided, yeah. So instead of the Asa, Sanyojana, and Macharya, and in the Saudandhanaya becomes Audaja Sanyojana. Okay. So regarding the Sanyojana, we need to understand. Yeah, there are two kinds of. We can make it two division, yeah, of the Sanyojana. So the first division is Oram Bhagiya Sanyojana. So Oram Bhagiya means the lower parts or lower division of the feathers. So it means Oram Bhagiya Sanyojana or lower feathers binds the beings to the lower rims, like a gamma rims or something like that. And another kind is the Odam Bhagiya. Odam Bhagiya is a higher, yeah. So Odam is a higher, so higher division of the feathers, so that which binds which bind beings to the higher rims like Rupa, Arupa. So how these feathers got this name? So in ordinary beings, Putojana, there are 10 robes, feathers, of course, this is clear. So among these, 5 robes bind beings to the rim of sensual desire, Kama Bhava, while the other 5 robes bind beings to the higher Brahma rims. So 5 robes related to the sensual rim are Kama Raga Sanyojana, attachment to sensual pleasure, Padiga, ill will, deity, wrong view, and Silabda Brahmasa, attachment to rites and rituals. So this one also deity, and Vichikeja, doubt. So as long as you have not eradicated these 5 Sanyojana, yeah, Sanyojana, you still have the possibility to be reborn in the sensual rim, yeah, Kama rims. Okay, so that's why these 5 feathers are called the Orambhagiya Sanyojana. Yeah, so I hope you get it. The key point is, so as long as you have not eradicated these 5, you still have the possibility to be reborn in the Abhaya, to be reborn as a human being, as a deva, yeah, slash beings. Okay, so here Kama Raga craves sensual objects. As long as the latent tendency of Kama Raga is not eradicated, even if one resides in Brahma or the moment their jhana or rupa, arupa, kusala dissipate, they will pull back to the sensual rim due to the strength of these feathers. Yeah. So this one also, I hope clear. And Padiga also binds to the sensual rim because there is no anger in the Brahma world. And so this rope too is connected to the sensual rim, the lower rims. And so how about the deity and Silabada Brahmasa and Vichikecha? Yeah. So when these 3 feathers are abandoned, one becomes a stream antara, Sodapatimaga, yeah, Sodapana. So as long as these feathers are not abandoned and one has not yet attained a stream entry, they will continue to be pulled back into the 4 lower rims. So therefore, these 5 robes are called the lower fetters, Orambhagiya Sanyojana. Okay. And how about the Uddambhagiya Sanyojana? So I write it here as it is explained in the commentary. Yeah. So the flow. So I use the flow too. So if one says, having cut off deity, round view, Silabhata Brahmasa, attachment to rites and rituals, which get a doubt with the path of stream entry, Sotapatti Magga, and also having cut off Kama Raga, sensual craving and Patika ill will, with the path of non-return Anagami Magga, is one liberated from samsara. So then the answer is no, not yet. Yeah, not yet. Because that individual still has the Rupa Raga. Yeah, Rupa Raga. So as long as Rupa Raga have not been yet eradicated, so then he still has the possibility to be reborn in the Rupa rims. Yeah, 5 material sphere rim. So Rupa Raga binds beings to the Rupa rims. And also the same, Arupa Raga. So as long as a being have not yet eradicated the Arupa Raga, so he still have, yeah, he definitely, yeah, not might, yeah, he still has the possibility to be reborn in the Arupa rims. So that shows that Arupa Raga binds being to the higher rim of the Arupa rims. And so how about, so these two is clear. And mana, yeah, Odija, conceit, restlessness, and ignorance are still binding beings to those Brahma rims. So the question you might have the mana, Odija, avijja. So why not bind beings to the lower rims? Yeah, to the lower rims. So the answer is, you know, even you are a Brahma. Yeah, even if you are a Brahma, that Brahma, you have the mana, Odija, and avijja not yet eradicated. Yeah, so that's why these three, yeah, these three still bind beings of the Brahma, yeah, or still binds to the Brahma rims, Arupa rims. So that's why these three group put in the group of the higher fetters group, yeah. And okay, so therefore these 5 robes fetters are called the higher fetters, Uddambhagiya Sanyojana. So only when one becomes an arhat, so can these higher fetters be completely eradicated, allowing for full liberation from the cycle of existence. Okay, so these are 2 groups of the Sanyojana, and this one is for the general knowledge. So Orambhagiya Sanyojana are also referred to the Ijada Sanyojana. Yeah, Ajada. So Ajada, so means the internal. Yeah, so internal Ijada. But if we look at the words internal, what is the internal? Yeah, so internal Ijada, it means that mostly happen. Most of the beings possess. Yeah. So and also we can say that very close. Yeah. Ijada means very close, not only internal. So lower fetters mostly arise. Yeah. In the beings. So that's why it is called the Ejada Sanyojana. And also Audambhagiya Sanyojana, sometimes it's said Baheda Sanyojana, external. So external, a little bit far. Yeah, a little bit far. You know, you can see very clearly. Rupa Raga. So as long as you don't practice the samatha meditation, you don't have that raga. Yeah. So, you know, sometimes we have to encourage to have this fada. Hey, try and practice samatha meditation to get this kind of fadas. Yeah. So Beheda means very far. Yeah. So this kind of fadas not arise in beings mostly, yeah, many times. So you need to practice the samatha meditation. So then these factors, after the attainment of the jhana and rupa jhana, and you might attach to the jhana. It is called the rupa raga, yeah. So okay, and this explanation, I think in the Rupa Sangaha too. Yeah. Ijata Rupa, what are they? Do you remember? Ijata Rupa is a Chaku, Sota, Ghana, Jingwa. So this we always use that. Yeah. So through the idols, there are many thought process arise. So mostly every day we use. So very close to the beings. And the Beheda, the others, yeah, the other matters not very, um, um, we don't use, yeah, many times compared to the Jaku, Soda, etc. Okay, that is so, and this one too, you know, interesting, but some spellings, yeah, a lot of wrong spelling, yeah. So I don't know what language is it. So here, Rupa Raga, so it repeats Rupa Raga, and Mana, Odacha, and Awaja. This is a high Odambhagiya Sayojana. Yeah. So only Anagami Arhatamaga, yeah. Arham part is not correct, yeah. So before I start that this class, you know, I I made it. So if I like, I may how to say edit with another app. Yeah. Okay. So Oram Bhagiya Sanyojana. Yeah. Ajata Sanyojana here with the small another name. Yeah. So Ajata Sanyojana and Sotapati Maga. Uh, so with the knife, yeah. Soda buddy mega knife cut off. Uh, so Anagami mega is a different knife, yeah, with the fire stronger, maybe more powerful. Okay, deity Vichikecha Kama Kaima Raga Sanyojana Padiga Sayojana, yeah, Kamara. Okay, so yeah. Okay, finish the Sayojana. This one too, when I read Atthagata, but the meaning you have already understood, yeah? So becoming a stream enter Sotapanna. This first great milestone is achieved by cutting the fetters of realm deity, attachment to rice and ritual silabda brahmasa and doubt vichiketa. So if you have already eradicated these three, so you are called the Sotapanna. Yeah. And becoming a non-retana anagami, so this advanced stage is reached by also cutting the remaining lower fetters of sensual, craving, and ill will, yeah, kama raga and patiga sanyojana. Becoming an arahant, this is the final goal, achieved by completely eradicating the 5 higher fetters of craving for higher existence, conceit, restlessness, and the root of ignorance. Yeah, here the higher existence, Rupa Raga and Arupa Raga, Mana, Audaja, and Avijja. So ultimately, freedom from samsara is this very process. It involves methodically seeing, understanding, and severing these 10 ropes from the most coarse to the most subtle. So the coarse fetters refers to the Odam Bhagya Sayojana, and the most subtle fetters refers to the Odam Bhagya, yeah, leading to unshakable peace or complete liberation. Okay, so let's continue to the Kilesa. Yeah. So I hope you're not boring. Yeah. So sometimes I think, it's like an introduction looks boring. It's not like witty and witty moda. You need, there are a lot of effort you need to think about it to understand that. So here in Kilesa, just you read. I think you understand that, yeah? Not very difficult to, if you read more, yeah, regarding the Kilesa, then you understand that, yeah? You don't need to attend the class to understand the Samojaya and this chapter. Okay, so Kilesa, yeah? Kilesa, there are 10 kinds of Kilesa. Loba, dosa, hatred, moha, delusion, mana, conceit, deity, round view, vichikecha, doubt, tina, sloth, and odeja, restlessness, ahirika, shamelessness, and nodaba, fearlessness. So there are 10 kinds of kilesa. So kilesa, so in Myanmar, kilesa are metaphorically described as fire. Yeah, kilesa me. Yeah, we say the kilesa me. Me means fire. Yeah, I don't know how to spell. That's a me. It's a fire. Yeah, there are many sounds. Yeah, many sounds in the poems. In Burmese language, if we take out the Pali words, Pali terms, I think 30% of the Burmese language are gone. We don't have we adapt the Pali words, yeah, Pali words, but we can trace back the original Burmese word. For example, Mitta, yeah, Mitta, we cannot trace back what is in Burmese, so we still use the Mitta, yeah, Mitta. There's no Burmese words for that. So okay, so in Myanmar we say the uh, kilesa. Kilesa is fire. Yeah? Kilesa is like a fire. So the defilements such as greed, but actually the kilesa fire. But when we look the definition of the kilesa, the fire is not nice. Yeah, not good metaphor. Or yeah. And kilesa means impurity, yeah, impurity, like dirty clothes. But sometimes we say the dirty clothes, yeah, dirty clothes, which is used in the kitchen, but not here. The most of the here in Western country, I see not very dirty, in Asian. Uh, Especially, I have to say that in India, so in the street food, there is a clothes hanging. Yeah, the clothes is hanging, and in the kitchen, after they eat and they wash their hands only with the water, and then they they brush with the clothes. And next one too, so because always hanging, so that clothes is always very very dirty. When I go to India, I see everybody. So some girls and they eat with the hands, and they wash with the only without soap, without soap, and then they clean with the with the clothes. And next one, like that. And also in Myanmar, when we were young, when we have the how to say, the big like ordination ceremony, there is only one clothes is hanging. But nowadays, as there is no such how to say, uh, tradition, not a tradition actually. Yeah, they don't do at the moment. Yeah, they use a tissue or something like that. Okay, so compared to the fire and impure clothes, yeah, dirty clothes. Dirty clothes is more much to the kilesa. Yeah, so kilesa means the defilements, impurity. Okay, so the defilements such as greed are referred to as kilesa because they cause burning. Yeah, so maybe from this definition, yeah, from this meaning, we Myanmar people, all Asian Myanmar people, make a metaphor, metaphorically describe as fire, yeah, cause burning, and both to the mind associated with them and to the beings bound by them. So there is a two. So this one also I made it as stated in the commentary. So kilesa cause burning to our mind and to our body. Yeah. So the body itself. So that's why it is called the kilesa. And in mind associated with defilements. So this is the further explanation of the cause burning to the mind. Yeah, cause burning to the mind. This sentence. So in mind associated with defilements, such as greed, is neither pure nor clear, but remains tainted and impure. So therefore, greed and similar defilements are called kilesa. And the minds of the blessed ones, the noble arhats, are always pure and clear, as they are entirely free from such defilements. Okay. So, kilesa, that's it. Yeah. Kilesa, that's it. Yeah. So, so this one is, this one also in a commentary, yeah, commentary. There are 115,000, no, 1,500, 105, no, 1,500 kilesa. This one too. And in Myanmar, we say the I love you with not with the 1,500. I don't know. I was trying to clear. No, I just left you with 500 kilisa. I don't know how to say. Not kilisa, 500 meter. But this is not about Abhidhamma. Yeah, just I am trying to explain in Burmese poems, in Burmese culture. If someone say, I left you with a 500 meter, it shows that you left that person with brothers and sisters. Yeah, brothers and sister love refers to the 500 meter. Yeah, actually, Kilisa, but I don't know how the Asian people, Burmese people, they invented that. So if someone loves a person, oh, I love you with a 1,500. It means not the brother sister love. It's a how to say? There's a girlfriend boyfriend left. But I don't know why they I don't know, they say like that. Yeah. Okay. So 1,500 kilisa is I don't know, I don't understand why they say that. Yeah. Here, Jeta 1, Jeta Sika 52 and Nipana Rupa in the Rupa Sangaha 18, and the Lakkhana Rupa 4, and altogether 75, and internal, external 2, and Kilesa 10. So altogether 1,500. Even now, they are still writing a song. I left you not with not with 1,500 meter or something like that. And just left you 500 meter. Until now, they are still writing, yeah. And also when they talk, yeah, when they have text message. So don't think I'm with the 1,500. Only just a pure love with the 500. Okay, so this is just a general knowledge, yeah. But in the commentary, it's stated that, yeah. Okay, so this is like a conclusion of the akusala unwholesome session, yeah. All mental phenomena mentioned in this akusala sangaha session are different terms of 14 unwholesome mental factors, yeah. So which are stated in the Chitasika. Yeah, Chitasika. So I hope you remember there are 14 kinds of unwholesome mental factors. So the different terms, Pali terms of these 14. So you can see here. And so Kama Raga Sanyojana or Kama Raga Sanyojana. Yeah, Kama Raga Sanyojana only. Yeah. And Bhava Raga and Avijja. So all these, sorry, not Avijja, Abhijja, yeah, Abhijja. So these are a different term for the lobha, greed, yeah. So when you see Kama Raga or Bhava Raga or Abhijja, so it is lobha, yeah, it is a lobha. So as a Dhamma body, yeah, ultimate reality, it is a name of the lobha. And so if you see the Vyamada or Badiga, so it refers to the dosa mental factor. Yeah. And also the Sila Pada Pramasa, Idan Saja Biniwesa, Adawadu Parana. So all these refers to the deity mental factors. And the rest, their own names. So what are they? Is it Odaja, Vichikecha, Mana, deity, Tina Meda, yeah. So Ahirika, Anudaba. So all these they have not different terms. So only for the Kama Raga, Bhava Raga, Abhijja. So for Lobha, and then for the Dosa, Vyabhada and Badiga, Silabada Brahmasa, Idan Sajja, Biniwesa, Adawadu Badana, all refers to deity. Okay. So let's finish the akusala sangaha. So let's continue to the Mesaga sangaha. So Mesaga means mix. Yeah, mix. So don't you think that the Mesaga, Mixaga, and mix is a Pali and English? It's very close, yeah. Mesaga and mix. So I saw that until now, only I have an idea. I want to take notes, yeah, the comparison of the Pali and English and the Pali and Burmese language. And also I find that some Pali in the German language, It's not a direct, yeah, direct, not exactly the same, no, for example, in Pali, sala, yeah, sala means a hall, yeah, hall, and in German, Saal, Saal, yeah, Saal. So Saal, sometimes in India, So they don't pronounce the final vowels. Sal. Yeah, that's the same. Yeah. So I have found many. Yeah, I found many, but so I only that I remember because I mostly I use the sabang. Yeah, sabang is a horn. So the same. Yeah. Okay. So here mesaka means mixed categories. What is the message? Sal. Ah, dash sal. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so the session name of the session is a mixed category. So the previous one akusala sangaha, yeah, akusala sangaha. So it's regarding only unwholesome factors, yeah, unwholesome phenomena. So here you will find the mixed category. So it means that you will find wholesome, unwholesome, functional. So you will see in the Mesaka Sangaha. So in Akusala Sangaha, only unwholesome states are grouped and only requisites of enlightenment, so not yet later, yeah, Bodhibhakya Sangaha, or wholesome states in Bodhibhakya Sangaha. Yeah, in Bodhibhakya Sangaha, only requisites of enlightenment or wholesome states. And next, the last session is a Sabha Sangaha. Sabha means all ultimate realities. Yeah. So here is the mixed categories. Yeah. So ultimate realities such as wholesome, unwholesome, and functional are mentioned in this session by way of mixing together. So in this session of the mixed categories, you will find the 7 parts of mixed categories. Yeah. So 7 categories. So the first one, hetu, hetu, root factors, jananga, jana factors, maginga, mega factors, indriya, faculty factors, bala, power factors, and adipati, dominant factors, ahara, bringing factors, yeah, nutriment factors. Okay, so here also the same in the previous session. This is just an introduction, not very deep explanation in this Abhidhammattha Sangaha. So regarding the Hedu Sangaha, so if you have this knowledge of the so this explanation in this Abhidhammattha Sangaha, it will be helpful when you learn the Bhatana or something like that. Bhatana is the next chapter, next session, next chapter, Pachaya Sangaha. You will have to learn a little bit more detail, yeah, more detail. But for further details explanation can be found in the Yamaka and Bhatana. Okay, so here too, let's go. Now here, let's look at this table first. And hetu, there are 6 kinds of the hetu, root factors: loba, dosa, moha, aloba, adosa, amoha. So, so this one is not new. So this hetu root, you have already got that in the Chaita, yeah? Aheduka, rootless consciousness, yeah? So when we talk about that rootless consciousness, so you have known this Hedu and Jananga and Vitaka, Vichara is not new in the Chittasika, yeah? Biti, Ekagata, so all these are in the Chittasika, yeah, mental factors chapter, and Somanasa, Domanasa, Ubaka. So these all are also not new, you know, Somanasa, Vedana, yeah, pleasant feeling, Domanassa Vedana, unpleasant feeling. Ubeka, equanimity. Yeah. Okay. So I hope you know that, yeah, Vitaka, initial application, Vichara, sustained application, piti, happiness, Ekagata, one-pointedness. And so next is the Maganga. So here, mostly we Maganga found only 8, yeah? So 8 Maganga refers to only the wholesome or the mega factors, path factors that leads to Nibbana. So the mega path factors that lead to Nibbana are just 8. Yeah. So here as a mixed categories. Yeah. So not only 8, but also the unwholesome that leads to the apaya. Yeah. So path factors that leads to the apaya are all together 4. Yeah. So all together with the wholesome and unwholesome, all together 12. Yeah. 12. And Indriya. Yeah. Indriya faculty is a Chakhondriya. Yeah. Eye faculty. Sotindriya. Ear faculty, Karnendriya, nose faculty, Jivendriya, tongue faculty, Kayendriya, body faculty, Aitendriya, the faculty of the femininity, yeah, femininity, yeah, it's difficult to pronounce, yeah, femininity, yeah, femininity, and Purisendriya, faculty of the masculinity, Jivitendriya, faculty of life or life faculty, Manindriya, mind faculty, Sukhendriya, Sukha is pleasant, yeah, pleasant. Sukhendriya, yeah, I will look at, it's a, sometimes we translate, here, faculty of comfort, yeah, that is a good translation, yeah. Sukha is a happiness, sometimes we say that, but we don't say the happiness faculty, so comfort is better, yeah. And Dokendriya is here is the faculty of pain, yeah, faculty of pain, and Domanassa, Somana Sendriya, faculty of pleasant feeling, Domanassa, unpleasant feeling, equanimity, Ubekendriya, Sadendriya, faith or confidence, Viriyendriya, energy, effort, Sadendriya, mindfulness, Samadhendriya, concentration, Panyendriya is a wisdom or understanding. So the rest 4 refers to the Panya, yeah, Panya, knowledge or wisdom or understanding. But we'll talk about this, the difference between these 4 kinds of the faculty of knowledge or understanding. Yeah, but here I will tell you for the beginner to how to pronounce. Yeah, how to pronounce, very difficult, very difficult. So Panya Indriya, Panya is Panya and Indriya. This is not difficult. So this one. Ananya Tanya Sami Tendriya. Yeah. Ananya Tanya Sami Tendriya. Yeah. And here Anyendriya. Yeah. Anyada Windriya. Anyada Windriya. Okay, so next is a bala, is a power. Yeah, power. Sadabala is a faith or confidence. Viriya, effort or energy. Sati, mindfulness. Samadhi, concentration. Panya, wisdom or knowledge or understanding. Hiri, shame, shame. Odaba, fear. Yeah, fear of wrongdoing. Yeah, and fear of wrongdoing. Odaba, bala, and ahirika, so the red color is akusala. Yeah, akusala, ahirika, shamelessness of wrongdoing. Yeah, the power of shamelessness of wrongdoing, and the power of fearlessness of wrongdoing, anudaba. So sometimes when we give a Dhamma talk, so there are many monks, Dhamma talks regarding the bala. Yeah, bala means energy. So what kind of energy you have, or something like that. Yeah, and also I found that most of the many teachers they use in the psychotherapy too is a bala. So when we look at our mind and the process of what kind of consciousness arising in our mind, yeah. So when we look at closely, what kind of energy or what kind of power, yeah, is dominating in your thought process or something like that, yeah. So if we look at it, sometimes some people have this kind of the power, yeah. They don't have shame, they don't have fear of wrongdoing. So especially when we talk about the politics, we always say that about the gender. Yeah, the gender, they have this kind of blah. They are very powerful in the they have a power, but their power is Airika blah and Anutta blah. Okay. So next is the adipati, yeah, adipati, dominant, yeah, and chanda adipati. So chanda, will, yeah. So virya is effort, energy, jeta, consciousness, vimasa, vimasa and panya is the same, yeah. But vimasa, direct translation is the investigation, yeah. So the part, the investigation or analyzing, yeah, analyzing vimasa, yeah, vimasa. That one's also a different term, another term for the banya, yeah. And ahara, kabalikara hara, yeah, kabalikara hara. So you have already got it in the previous chapter, rupa sangaha, yeah, nutrient. And pasahara, contact, mano sanjetana hara, jetana, and vinyana hara is the mind or consciousness. Okay, so that's all in the Mesaga Sangaha. This is the English translation. Okay, so I think we should continue here to next time. Yeah. Oh, that's a two message. Hi, the Mecha Waja, Mecha Ajiwa. Mecha Ajiwa and Mecha Waja is a good question. Okay, so you mean the Mecha Waja, and I forgot that one was that question in the commentary. Yeah, let me think about it. Yeah, let me think about that. It's a very good answer too. Yeah, Mecha Ajiwa, Mecha Wayama. One thing what I remember is the Mecha Waja. There is no mental factors, yeah, direct mental factors in the Chitasika, yeah, in the Chitasika, but not very, how to say, this answer. This is one of the answer, yeah. One of the answer is Mecha Waja and Mecha Ajiwa is not included in the mental factors. That is a one answer. But another thing what we can understand is the Mecha Sankappa Mecha Vayama. No, not like that. So sorry, I need to read again, yeah? I need to read again, yeah? Okay, Mr. Raima, next
Yeah.
week, yeah? I will look
Okay.
at, yeah? I will look at that, yeah? And they are no Chetasika, yeah? Okay, Siali Aganyani explain. There's a one, what is it, answer in the commentary. There are no, there is no Chetasika with the Mecha Vacha and Mecha Ajiva. But other explanation too we have, yeah? So we'll talk about that later next week. Okay, so let me stop here for today. So we'll continue the head 2 and after weeks.
Sadhu,
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, see you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Good night.